Hi everyone, welcome to Emaan's Garden channel. Today I want to show you orchid which needs help. This orchid is dying, as you see. It's not getting any nutrition, any water from the growing medium. See, I want to show you closer how it looks. See, the leaves are dehydrated, they have wrinkles everywhere, not strong, and some of the leaves are even dying like this, yellowing, and it doesn't have enough roots to get nutritions. If I take it out from the medium, you will see that the roots are completely decayed. See, it doesn't have any, it has some roots which can help to this plant still. See, it has this one root and second, four roots. And now I want to show you how to save this kind of orchid. See, this is orchid. It got small. It was huge, big orchid, and every day it's dying, it's losing its leaves. See how many leaves it lost? 2 leaves. And see, the stem is big here. It means this orchid was big enough, and now it's dying. It's small. See, it's not mini orchid, it's big orchid, but it became this size. I found this orchid from the trash. You know that those orchids, they had problems. They had problems with fungus, and they had problems with mealybugs. Thanks God, I got rid of mealybug problem. I fought it, and I showed that video. You can learn how to fight mealybugs. It helps a lot. You treat your plants only twice and you will get rid of mealybugs. Even in one time you can get rid of, but I had big infestation with mealybugs. That's why I treated my plants, all of them, twice. And see, now I will remove this all dead roots. See, they are coming easily, even with my hands. I can easily remove them. And I wanna cut the stem because the stem is rotted. See, it's black. It means it's rotted. And I will take my scissors and cut from here. I will see if this I will cut a little bit, and we'll see if I need to cut more or not. It's pretty strong enough. See, yeah, it's enough, I think. See, because this part is not black now. And I will remove these roots, dead roots. We don't need them. And I will take out this flower spike and this dead root. Whatever is alive still, I will leave. Whatever is dead, I will remove. And now we need to clean these dead leaves too, because they will cause rotting. They will rot the stem, the main stem, and we don't need them. I clean it with my tweezers, and I will try to clean this black stuff also here. Whatever is dead and black, I will clean everything, because they will cause the rot again if I leave them. Yeah, like this. Whatever is black, I am removing, because I had issue when I left them. They become soggy. Whenever you water, they get water, and they slowly they will decompose. That's why it will cause the rot of the stem. I think that's enough. And I'm cutting these strings from the roots. We don't need them. And this one too. And now what I do here, I need to put something here. If I find some, charcoal, see, this is charcoal, and I press it, make powder from this, and I put here to disinfect it. It will stop rotting because I cut this plant, I damaged it, and the charcoal will help with this problem. See, every time when I plant my orchids, I add charcoal. That's why I have it here. If you don't have charcoal, you can use charcoal capsules. It's not problem. And now what I do, I leave it and I prepare my pot and potting medium. To plant this orchid, I have 2 cups, middle size and big size. You can use this kind of clear cups from ice cream, from slushes, you can buy new ones from the store. Whenever I eat ice cream or slushes, I save the cups because I use them for my plants. Or you can use this kind of soup containers without drainage holes. See, I didn't make any drainage hole here because it's easy to water. You fill your pot with a fertilizer or water, and after some time you can pour that water. It's easy and comfortable. That's why I didn't make any drainage holes here. And now I wanna use this middle-sized pot because it's pretty enough for this orchid. See, this orchid doesn't have much roots, and this cup is enough. I use this kind of cups too for planting my orchids. And now I will put some lava rock. If you don't have any lava rock, you can use broken pieces of the pots. You can put just in the bottom of the pot. See, this is broken piece of the pot. I use it, and I can use lava rocks. You can use any. Now I'm gonna use lava rock because I have lava rock. This much is enough. See? This lava rock will take, it absorbs water very well, and it can slowly give to the sphagnum moss. Sphagnum moss can take water from this lava rock. And we can leave some water in the pot sometimes. That's why I use lava rock. It doesn't it doesn't let the sphagnum moss to decay easily and fast. Now I'm using New Zealand sphagnum moss. You can order it online from Amazon. It was close to $60, I think. You have a lot, and you can use for many orchids. It's very good moss. It's clean. And now what I'm gonna do, I will wrap this orchid. See, this orchid roots. See, this orchid roots with sphagnum moss. Just I wrap baby, just like this, and I put some more around the roots, like this, and like this. Because this sphagnum moss need to touch these roots and provide these roots with moisture, with water and fertilizer. That's why I cover these roots with a sphagnum moss. I cover like this. I wrapped it good and well. Here I am placing my sphagnum moss and orchid in the pot, and I press it little bit, not too much, and that's it. And this leftover moss I put around the orchid roots here and here. And what I do now, I fertilize my orchid. It's very important. And you know how, if you watch my YouTube videos, if you are subscribed already, you know how I fertilize my orchids. All my orchids are pretty healthy and strong. This orchid I found from trash, that's why it's looking like that, because I fought with the disease and some insect issues. That's why this orchid is dying, but other orchids are blooming, as you see here. And now I need to fertilize. In this gallon I prepared my fertilizer, and I fill this cup. As you see, I didn't make any drainage holes. It's easy to water, that's why I don't need drainage hole. I just put here some water with fertilizer. Here in this water I have Calmac, Epsom salt, and Orchid fertilizer. See, it's not touching the stem of the orchid. See, where is the water? It's here, and this water will be absorbed by this sphagnum moss after some time. I will not see this water. All the water goes to make moist the sphagnum moss. The sphagnum moss was super dry, and this water will disappear. If I will see some water left over here, I will pour and I make it empty. And now I want to show you results. I will show you other orchids which I saved. They didn't have roots inside the pot. They were left with the air roots, and air roots I planted. Don't believe those people who tell you that air roots cannot be in the medium. They can easily do well in the medium. See, these were all air roots, and now they started growing in this sphagnum moss. I will show you here. See, if I open here, see, this root is growing. It grew this much size in 1 week. Last week I replanted this orchid. See, this green end is new here, and it started growing new leaves here. Yeah, new roots. See, new roots. These roots are new. They started growing after I replanted this orchid in the sphagnum moss. It was not doing well in the bark medium. It lost almost all of its roots which were in the medium, and now this orchid started doing great. See, and here I have another orchid. See, it had fluffy, wrinkly leaves also. See the back of the leaf. It's wrinkly, it was not strong, it was dying, and I replanted it. It started growing new leaf, and it started growing new roots. See this new root? This small one is new root, and see, this root was airy roots, and it's getting all nutritions and moisture from the sphagnum moss. And I don't think that it has lots of roots. It has couple roots also. See, here and here it had 3 roots, and these roots are short and not strong. That's why this orchid couldn't take nutritions from the medium when it was in the bark medium. And now the sphagnum moss is helping these roots to give whatever they need. And here I have other orchid. This orchid started growing new leaf. See, it's dusty. Here new root and new leaf. And let's check if it's growing new roots also. Yeah, here is new root growing, but it's not shown yet. Here it started growing new roots, and it doesn't have lots of roots. It has only 1 root here, and this root was air root, and it's helping to provide this orchid with nutrition and moisture also. And here I have another example. This air roots I planted here, and this orchid is doing great. See how many new roots it started growing. 1, 2, 3, all of them are new. See, they are tiny roots. Here's my nail, and see how they are tiny, and they are all new. This orchid is doing great. Here, see, all from all the sides it started growing new roots. See, under the orchid it has 3 new roots, and on top it has 3, 4, 5. All of the sides are filled, see, with new roots. This orchid is doing great. And here, let's check this orchid. This orchid is growing new leaf also, and it didn't grow yet any new roots. Here it started growing new roots, if you see here. Week ago I replanted these orchids in this sphagnum moss. See how this New Zealand sphagnum moss doing. It turns green and it looks like live moss. And here, this orchid I didn't show you. This orchid from the old spike, it decided to bloom for me. See, it's growing the spike, and here it has buds, and soon it will bloom for me. That's why I decided to share this message with you guys. And let's check this one. What's this orchid doing? See, these roots were air roots, and this orchid couldn't take any moisture from the old roots because old roots were decaying. And see, the leaves are wrinkly and not strong. They were not strong. After I replanted, they became more stronger. See, they are now stronger, and from the roots you can easily see that these roots are green because they are taking moisture from this sphagnum moss. And this orchid decided to grow new root here. See, and let's check the other sides. Yeah, no more roots. I think here is one, another new root here. And now it's doing well. But the only orchid which I'm losing now after replanting is this orchid. Sometimes, this method works 99%. I can tell you, see it, because its orchid is doing well. In short time, it's growing new leaf, new roots. But this orchid, it decided to die. I think it has black rot. I think here, this root didn't help it. Let me take it out and show you what happened here. I cleaned. See what happened? What I told you. I forgot to clean the. See, I did the wrong thing. That's why it's dying. I told you that we need to clean the black stuff, and I didn't clean here. See, it's still black, and I left it. I don't know why I did this. And here I left the dry leaves, and these leaves, they they're soggy and they got brown, and it caused black rot. See, this orchid lost the stem. See, it's soggy, smelly, and this orchid is dying. Now I cannot help this orchid. See, even though it has one healthy root, other roots are dead because I did mistake here. From our mistakes we learn all the time. I left this dry tissues on the stems here. I need to remove this and clean the stem thoroughly, and after that I need to plant, but I did a mistake. That's why I see this picture. But with the other orchids, I cleaned everything here. I didn't leave any dry leaf on the stem. I cleaned everything, and that's why these orchids are still alive. See, I cleaned, and here I cleaned. The stem is clean and no dry leaf here. That's why these orchids are doing great. But these dry leaves cause problem. That's why we need to remove as possible. See, this is all black and is dying. And now I cannot save this orchid. And now, see, this sphagnum moss is not wet enough. It's supposed to look like this. When it drink, the leaves will open. The leaves of the sphagnum moss will open, and they look like this. After it gets water, it will look like this. And now I need to wait, and if I see that water is still here after 2 or 3 hours, I will pour that water. Otherwise, if I don't see any water, I will leave it just like this, and we'll see next day. I will check it next day what is going on here. And now I need to write date to see when I plant it and in how many days I will see results. Today is February 2nd, 2021. And we will see next week what will happen with this orchid. If this orchid will die or will grow, we will see next week. Now I showed you how to deal with kind of orchid, and you can use this method if you found this method beneficial for you. If you like this video, please put thumbs up. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe my channel. We will learn more problems, mostly problems. You know, we will discuss mostly problems in this channel. I don't have time to show you how my beautiful orchids are blooming. Everybody you know, it's not interesting. I think I find it's not interesting to show blooming orchids to people, because blooming orchids you can find from everywhere in the store. You can see on YouTube blooming orchids, but the problems, how to deal with the problems, it's not easy. That's why I decide to show more problems. Don't think that I have always problems and I don't have any success, but I have success. Not time to show you everything, guys. Sorry for that. And if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.